Good morning, people. Hello there and welcome. It is I, Wizilix here. Good morning, good evening, or maybe even good night. It is... Wait, I'm repeating myself. Maybe I'm old. Anyway, today we are playing the great Ace Attorney Chronicles, the game that we've actually played 2 days ago. I actually fell asleep. I think I talked about milk powder, which is a great thing that exists, and I will totally support any people who make it, except if it's actually dangerous. Anyway, what do I mean? What do I know? I don't know. I don't mind. I don't care. Okay. As always, let's first launch the game, and then 3, 2, 1, shoo shoo. Time to look at the game. Well, last time what happened? Someone died! Again. I fell asleep. Again. That's the actual question of this live stream. It's not, oh no, what's happening to the game? It's, when will I fall asleep? Will it be in 1 hour? 2 hours? We'll see. I also changed something that I actually don't usually do, and it's actually my mic parameters. I actually just removed everything. I felt like I sounded noisy, not noisy, nosy, like from my nose, and I really hate it. So I just removed everything, and actually it sounds a bit better, I think. I'm not a professional, just me, so a random guy playing games, but well, here I am again. I hope it'll be fine. If there's any problems, I'll never know, cause I don't have any comments. I will fall asleep. I'm already pretty tired. You can feel it, maybe? I'm starting to talk about things that I don't really care about, and I don't even know what I'm saying. Those kind of things. Alright, last time so someone died. This guy, I don't remember his name, and once again, we're suspecting, oh dear, Nipponese friend. Not Naruhodo, not the main character, but this stressful character that I forgot the name. No, I still don't have it, so that I forget the name every time, I guess. Soseki something. Soseki Natsume. I got it. We're now trying to investigate what happened. We just know that, well, this dear Soseki was here on this table when this humble gentleman collapsed. And now we're trying to look for evidence. This is actually a flashback. This whole investigation is a flashback. It's happening right after, well, the incidents with the same guy, actually, where he stabbed, but not really, someone who didn't die, actually. She didn't die. And now here, with this murder that happened before the last trial, something like that, of the previous game. This is the second game, by the way. Second game of this small series of 2 games. And this spin-off, actually. Talking too much, should play the game. No time. What's this? It looks like part of an envelope, I think. I will say just a piece of paper. Oh. Maybe here. Oh, you don't have my mouse, and I don't want to put it. Oh, by the way, I will just play this game shortly today. And maybe I will change for another game a bit later. Until I reach the save, you see? There's a save points every time. Every something amount of time. So I will go until there, then I will change the game for, I don't know, probably Octopath Traveler 2. Anyway. Is that significance? Well, it's a little out of place, perhaps. When you look around the room, there's no sign of of letter, all the rest of the envelope in fact is there. She's right. And yet here we have the torn off end of an envelope. It just strikes me as unusual. We'd better take this just in case. It looks like... Well, you know when you want to open an envelope, you have two ways to open it. Either you remove the top of it, or you remove a corner, another corner, a side. So it looks like that, like someone removed the side to open it and read what's inside. Ah yes, he's called Shakespeare or something. Well, and here we have another disproportionately large machine. This looks like a meter of some kind. Ah, this is a gas meter, I think. It seems that in this district residents pay for gas as they use it with coins. I see. Yes, now you've pointed it out. I can see that there's a slot just here that looks like it will take a coin. Ah, yes, just, up. Wow, I can't describe it. You have the lock. Up. Up the lock. So you mean if you put a coin in here? That's right. It will buy you about 2 hours of gas for light and heating. So it means also that you can't... how do you do when you sleep? Do you put many coins? Like 4? So that you can sleep in a hot temperature? Maybe? See, if you were a poor person with no money, you'd have to sleep in the freezing cold. Yes. Or if you... Well, if you were poor, you will not have a lodging. We're not ashamed because you forgot to exchange your money at the bank. Thank goodness there's no meter in your office. Alright. Let's investigate. What are the teacups that Mr. Sham spear and his guest drank from last night? I don't go drinking from them. There's a bit of poison inside. Huh. But that's actually the point of what we did last time. To prove that probably he died from poison from the cup, so why would I try it? Do you think I'm dumb? I am. But no. Will not kill. Can't say that. It's not recommended to say these kind of words, I think. But I will not kill. K, you know. Then M, then another letter S. Yeah, I heard it's problematic to say those. Like, say the other word that sounds like when you're, well, like to kiss someone, you know? Anyway, back to the game. Focus. Perhaps we should take these so we can examine them in more detail later. Alright, we got a pair of teacups that we stole from the scene. What are we doing? He said he will take it. He will take them. Right? It's not advised to steal evidence from a crime scene. Or maybe it's like investigation notes in your mind. I don't know. All I can do now is hope that he'll be reborn to a better life. I suppose you're right. I wonder. Do you think that putting your hands together in the Japanese prayer will help a British soul? Maybe. I actually thought about this right now. Maybe. Make sure I had the reference at the ready for just such an occasion as this, actually. This book is entitled The Beginner's Guide to Praying for the Departed. The British way. Usually we do it like when... Well, it's not just a body, but, you know... Not tomb. How do you say that? Sarcophagus? No. Oh no! Anyway. There's quite a spine on that book, isn't there? Let's see. I will say that in English. A coffin. Like a muffin, but with a cough. You get it, cough. I will fall asleep. I'm so tired, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't really feel tired, but I probably am. Gaslight, a gas stove. Not really easy set of gas. But know nothing about it. Mr. and Mrs. Garrett have had an open fire on the top floor, didn't they? Yes, you're right. I don't recall seeing a gas stove up there. Well, I much prefer a real fire anyway. It's so much cozier. Nah. Actually, it's also quite dangerous. Actual real fires, especially in those kind of houses. Gas will be a bit better, but not so much. But well, what could we do? Like electricity? Doesn't even exist. Not yet. The vestige of the former window tax that Brintons had to pay. We talked about it before. What strange things they used to tax in Great Britain. I mean, making people pay for the number of windows they had in property. It's extraordinary. It's heartbreaking to think of the poor having to block up their windows just to avoid an affordable tax. Oh, what is it, Mrs. Sato? If you look closely, a number of the bricks are loose. Oh yes, 3 of them here. Oh, butter. Yes, it looks as though an amateur has broken out a few of them just here. Why is it yellowish? Is it really butter? Who did it? I wonder. Being the lodger renting this room? Mr. Shamsvier? Look at this. On the outside is a little ledge. There's something on it. Oh, soap! It's soap. It's so cold outside. You can feel it through this gap. Did it snow all last night? It will be cold. Huh? Same character. But more importantly, what is it on the ledge out there? What are those snow-covered lumps? More bars of soap. What are bars of soaps doing a lineup on the ledge outside the window? No idea. The pair of them look rather charming like that. Charming. Oh my god, you have soap! Oh, he's so charming! Oh my god! No. No, usually, no. Well, no. No. I think perhaps we should take one. That's two after all. No! You don't do that on the crime scene! I suppose we could. What's this? Look here at the soap. Ah. Is that a stamp? It's a patch that's a different color. It's sort of transparent, but some sort of fancy design, I suppose. Only in Great Britain. Looks like the Hinamaru flag of Japan, isn't it? How wonderful. Ah, suspicious. It's probably a very expensive brand. What's it doing in the RAM? We know that... Okay. Let's brush it off, this whole case. Well, not really. We know that, well, in the present, if we're talking about this... this whole... investigation in the past, so this one, it's because we know that there's some kind of link to what happened, or what's happening between Japan and Great Britain, and that's why we're trying to look for clues to why is there something about it. So maybe it is the Hinohuma something flag. Kinonima, I don't know. How do we say that? Looks like you're having a good snoop around. It's not my fault. It's the game's fault. I know that we shouldn't steal evidence. Isn't how we do it. I threw that little Japanese fell in the clink. I wonder if they reported this to the infix. Ooh. Oh no! I don't have something to drink. Well, I do, but it's too sweet. I need something a bit more fame, I think. That's what we say, right? Well, I need water, simply. So, I'll be right back. I will put it on autoplay. And here it is. Ah yes, and come on. Huh? Isn't he like D-E-A-D? Dad? Now how sounded the next part? And he's alive again? Okay. It is a tale told by needed, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Indeed, a happy day. Dead. What the f... Walking Dead! What? I can do the zombie. From Minecraft. Boom, boom. Focus. The fall isn't there at all. Oh my. Don't you know that you need, a forensic scientist or something? Or a doctor to check if he's actually dead before we do anything? What was that nonsense he was saying though? I think it was from William Shakespeare. So it is not him then. Not Shakespeare or Shamspeare. A soliloquy from Act 5, Scene 5. Shakespeare... something. So it was that the victim, Mr. William Shamspeare, came back to life. The man had indeed been poisoned. It transpired that it hadn't killed him. He was taken by emergency carriage to a nearby hospital for treatment. And Inspector Gregson evaded us from the scene of the crime. Whatever that now was. Of the crime. And... oh, not the end. Was worried about it. It will have been quite short, actually. Eesh. Well, shorter than what I do usually. Whatever do you think will happen now? Well, good question. What a strange situation for Mr. Natsume. Arrested for murder, but then the victim comes back to life. Again. Well, I think perhaps the victim was never dead in the first place. It is very likely that Mr. Shamspeare didn't consume poison, as we deduced. But was it an accident, attempted suicide, or attempted murder? Until truth can be established, I imagine the police will keep Mr. Natsume in custody. I suppose so. Let's hope it doesn't come to anything more than a night in the cells. What's this? A reporter, maybe? Oh! He looks like Popeye. Popeye. Is it how we say it? Popeye. Character. Popeye. Popeye. I'm looking for actually a name of the... No, no, not Pompeii. Popeye. Popeye. Let's see. Looks like he's trying to see into Suseki-san's lodgings. I'm looking for Popeye, actually. Popeye. I know that it's walking for... Popeye. 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 Papaya? Excuse me, could we have a wall? It's him. It's really him. Will he eat spinach and become stronger? And he just ran off. I feel sure that I've seen that man somewhere before. Where was it? I did too, but I don't remember. What do we have here? Some soap? With a section of the top floor where Mr. and Mrs. Garrett live. All the windows are bricks. Blah 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 window tax. Blah 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 blah. We know. Come on. Tax has since been abolished, isn't it? So windows could all be opened up again, surely. Maybe the residents of this district can't afford to pay to have the work done. That is a sad state of affairs. Especially for people like poor Mr. Natsume, who have to live all cooped up in a window with less room. That's the price you pay for living in very cheap accommodation. It all seems rather pointless when you put it like that. I want to talk about this green thing, but anyway. Oh, a bike. There always seems to be a bicycle outside the Gardev residence. Bicycle, bike, same thing for me. I heard that sometimes not for others. Like bicycles and bike, two different things because you have actually the actual bag. I like to just say bike. That one seems very warped though, especially the front wheel. Is that to make it more of a challenge to ride, do you think? No. Rather may be a result of the rider's incompetence. For the front wheel to be so badly warped, I'm afraid the rider may have been similarly afflicted. There's a good chance Mr. Natsume had been practicing on this bicycle, I think. I think you may be right. Hey, it's broken. The Garden household, Mr. Natsume's lodgings are in a prominent position there on the corner. Sometimes when I look at the building, I can't help feeling that it's a bit of a slant. It doesn't really look as though it will collapse in even the smallest earthquake, doesn't it? Isn't it supposed to be haunted as well? I think I might have a hunch as to why Saseki-san has such a hunchback. It means that he's haunted, that's why it's heavy on his back, so he's hunched. And it looks haunted because it looks like shit. Simply. Hello, snowman. Why has somebody built a snowman on some sort of pedestal, do you think? Huh? Can't read. That's not a pedestal, Mr. Naruhodo. That's part of a snowman's body. Really? But it has a perfectly good body. Well, it's true that British snowmen are usually made with 2 balls of snow, perhaps this is for a reindeer. And now we're looking at him as if he's strange. Poor man, know how he feels. If anything, he's Japanese and British 2-ball snowmen, not all the strange ones, isn't it? After all, real people do have 3 sections, head, torso and legs. Or maybe it's someone who didn't bother. 2 is less than 3. Less work. No? Alright. No, it's very important. Please, take a look. It's evidence. No. Useless. That's fine though. Anything? 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 Something. London's blanketed in fog again today, and the sky is covered in cloud. But if you look carefully in the distance, you can just make out the crystal tower being built. Oh. The crystal tower, yes. The centerpiece of the great exhibition that's open in 6 months' time. That will be the center of the final episode? Probably. Everyone's talking about the great exhibition of London at the moment, it seems. I feel actually a bit sad that it doesn't exist anymore, this kind of great exhibition. Now it's just some sort of conference where many people come, but it's not like it used to be. But I guess it's also because of globalization, and also how news are now spreaded. It becomes so easy to access informations that now it's not really useful to have those kind of great exhibitions. But it's kind of sad, because it's like magic to see all of those new technology. So that's what's a great exhibition, by the way. It's a place where you have all new technologies developed around the world, and they're all presented in one place. For example, I think that no, I'm not sure actually. No, I think that the Statue of Liberty that we have in New York, I think, it comes from Great Exhibition, for example. Many places come from those, just to show how the country is developed. They tend to build those humongous things, and even they actually have the power to bring them to another country, even when it wasn't that simple. Can you imagine something this big? In copper, I think? Bronze? Copper? Because I think it was first built in France, I think. Amazing. Yes. Back to the game. And it's time the British outsummon to make it an even bigger success to outdo the Paris exhibition. I see. There's an incredible number of people. With so many people expected to attend, we shall easily be able to slip in unnoticed. There's always the honest approach of buying tickets and the main entrance. Right. Yikes. Right, we're playing thieves now. Alright. Now let's move, I guess. A new location has been added. I don't think we need to go here. I don't know why we will need to go there, but let's go. We know that it's not the Gardebs too, because in the final trial we actually have, well, a husband. Water. Delicious. Anyway. Here we are again, the eccentric landlord's eccentric top floor abode. I see. We're here because Mr. Gardeb is the one who discovered the incident this morning. Ah, that's why. Hello, Moon Sheep. Man? Good morning, sir. Well, thank you for your cooperation in court yesterday. Well, it was quite a trial. As much for Mr. Gardeb as anyone really. Came straight back here after all that business at the bailier yesterday. I didn't expect to wake up to more belly nonsense this morning. I wonder if you wouldn't mind telling us exactly what happened, Mr. Gardeb. Yes, I suppose you'd like to know all about that loss of an actor chap in the ground floor room. Those were exactly Inspector Gregson's words, weren't they? Well, let's talk. I don't think we have anything to do with your room, I think. Well, this morning's incidents. Must have been a real shock for you this morning. I hear that you discovered what happened. What had happened? Well, the hopeless actor chap rises at 5 o'clock. Sharp every morning without fail. Wait, I just remembered something about the case. Isn't that the wife who stabbed the lady? I think by throwing a knife from her window to this lady from the first cave with Mr. Natsume. Maybe that's why she's not here, actually. Eesh, sorry. I went down and knocked on his door, but nobody answered. That's when you broke into his room by kicking down the door? Well, I called down that rum-looking Japanese chap to do the grunt work, of course. Wasn't it a little premature to kick the door down? The man could have just overslept by half an hour? Well, that's very true, Mr. Naruhodo. If 30 minutes of sleeping warranted such behavior, I have to kick your door down every morning. Cool. Well, you know, better to be safe than sorry and all that. Is it just me or he's avoiding a gaze now all of a sudden? Except that it was a sorry situation indeed that you found on the far side of the door. The victim's name is Mr. Shamspeare, I believe, is that right? Yes, William Shamspeare took the ground floor room 3 months ago now. How will you describe him? Well, in the world, destitute. 3 seconds. Destitute. Definition. Extremely poor and lacking the means to provide for oneself. Oh. 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 That's not cool. Destitute? Well, let's face it. The only redeeming feature of that room is the cheap rents. No one wanting to live in a place like that is either broke or has a belly screw loose. So how to choose which category Saseki-san would fall into? Both. Actually, both. That's a little rude. Medium. She's a medium. I was doing research as well. Research? Into what? Shakespeare, of course. Shakespeare. Read a few plays of the old barn myself, you know. Romeo and Hamlet. Romeo and Juliet? Hamlet? Yes. Yes, William Shakespeare is England's most highly regarded classical playwright and author. He's known as so in Japanese? Really? Really? That's so amazing. Well, but why? It's cool though, I think. Anyway, many of his work have already been translated. It seems incredible that Shakespeare was shown to Sawa, actually, though. Someone was too heavy-handed there. There were a lot of costumes in the victim's room, actually, weren't there? Of course, Mr. Natsume is a scholar of English literature as well. Imagine he and Mr. Shamspeare will have had much in common. Poor and with screw loose. Shakespeare interpretation. Disagreement leads to shocking murder. Let's hope it's not that. Really? How rude. She's a medium. Usually when the text blue, it's like fall. It's not like he said it. After Mr. Natsume's trial yesterday, you came straight back here, I believe, didn't you? You noticed anything strange between then and this morning? Well, now must have been about 6 in the evening by the time I got home. Snow was coming down rather heavily, as I remember. It was completely dark already. It felt like the chap was out at the time. Mr. Garrett noticed that there was no light from his room or something, I suppose. Couldn't summon the energy off for anything, so I just sat in front of the fire up here. It was after 8 before Shakespeare got back. The chap was up until past 1 in the morning. How do you know? How do you know? Suppose he met his aunt sometime after that. Was asleep by then, so I'm rather in the dark there. Well, thank you. That was very illuminating. Is everything alright, Mrs. Sato? Oh, I was just thinking it's a little strange, that's all. Mr. Gardeb, you are up here in your room all evening, if I've understood correctly. Not a big fan of stairs. Not with this blasted leg. How is that you seem to know? The precise moments of your tenants on the ground floor, I mean. Good point. I can imagine that you could hear noises from the ground floor all the way up here. Does this old man like to spy on his tenants? Is that it? I know what you're thinking. It's a bully outrage. I'm ex-military, don't you know? Doesn't mean anything. I don't go around spying on my tenants. What would I? How do you know, Mr. Gardeb? It's the gas, woman. The gas tells me everything. The gas. Ah! What on earth do you mean, sir? How can the gas tell you anything? Let alone everything? Well, as you're probably aware, the gas is supplied to the building by pipes. I more or less walked that out. Every room in the building is connected by a single pipe to the gas main outside. The gas company supplies gas to properties via the main. Is that too? Let me see if I can explain. Let's say I was to light the gas lamps up here. What do you suppose will happen? Well, obviously the room will get brighter. Exactly, but at the same time, the lights in all the other rooms of the house will dim for a moment. Dim? Why? Well, it's because when you light a gas lamp, it briefly uses more gas than usual. That reduces the amount of gas in the pipe for the other lamps that are connected to it. That might explain why the other lamps dim momentarily. It's connected to a single supply pipe. I guess. Fair enough. Is that supposed to happen though? It sounds rather undesirable. It will also mean that when they turn it off, it will be even brighter. Good point. The fact is, the gas company's pipes in these parts are pretty hopeless, long worn out. They barely got any gas in them to start with. Opposite's also true, of course. Extinguish the lamps up here and they glow brighter in the rest of the house. Ah, I see. By watching the flickering of the lamps in one room, you can determine what's happening elsewhere. You've got it. But you can't tell which room. When people come back home in the evening and before they go to sleep at night, what they're guaranteed to do is either light or put out the lamps and fires. Clever. In point of fact, the room of the ground floor and the one above it use slightly different amounts of gas. By watching the lights in here closely, I can work out almost exactly what's going on in the whole house. Oh, that's why. That's fascinating, Mr. Gardeb. Absolutely fascinating. Ah, it's still strange to look at those kind of things, but when you have free time, why not, I guess? Who am I to judge? But I can't really see what's going to help us with the case either. What I'd like to know is why Mr. Gardeb is so interested in what his tenants are up to in the first place. I feel like there's more into it than idle curiosity. Well, we've done as much investigating here as we can, I think. Perhaps we ought to go to prison and speak with Mr. Natsume again. Good idea. Well, thank you very much. It was really helpful. I hope that you have a great day and maybe see you in court. Ah, that's strange to say that. I mean, maybe you as a juror or as a witness. Well, look, Mr. Nahodo. Mr. Tsume, have the police finished questioning you now? Stressful. Is he a ghost? Is he here to haunt me? You're talking about Mr. Sholmes? No? Yes? He actually calls himself a great detective, Mr. Natsume, not a ghost. But his diabolic deductions, that none of this wall, they've left me. Cursed. I'm cursed, I tell you. Well, it sort of hurts. We did it together. Yeah. Great work credits is due, Mr. Nahodo. You're heavily involved in the deduction, too. Moving on. You have some wonderful news. The victim that we all thought was dead has come back to life again. Now, in that silly worst case, you could only be tried for attempted murder, which is better. That's great, isn't it? I'm stuck in this cell, suffering for some silly wrong air of a stick. Oh, really? You did it, didn't you? Confess. You're a killer. Right on the stage. Sorry to hear that. Keep in mind, are you dead or alive? You were going to come back to life, why bother dying? I mean... It's not like he wanted to do it. Or maybe. You actually know. I don't know. Maybe he did it to himself. Maybe. I don't think so. Probably. That might make sense. I'm pleased that he's alive, of course. A lively debate last night was much fun. I'd be sad to think it was the last. Oh. Oh. Oops. We were right. He was here. You did see the victim last night. You met with Mr. Shamsphere, didn't you? I didn't want to have a lawyer. Myself? Who do you think I am? We need to hear his side of the story. Ah, why am I cursed like this? Come on, tell me. What happened? Can you tell us exactly what happened last night then, Mr. Natsume? There's nothing to tell. But Mr. Nahodo Esquire, I'm eternally grateful to you for helping me with that accursed case yesterday. The case that's so poor Miss Green hospitalized after she ended up with a knife in her back. It's hard to believe that was only yesterday. The trial was over, I trudged my weary way back to my lowly lodgings. The evening at past 9. Must have been visiting Mr. Shamsphere. Should we go to the victim's room? As we feared. I haven't been to his room before. It was the first time. Then what made you decide to go? I bumped into him when I arrived back at the house. We Good chatting and it developed into discussion. But he had to go out, so I bade him farewell. Good. We met again later that evening at around 9 or just after, when I took him some nice tea I'd brewed as a gift. It was you who brought the tea that had clearly been drunk at the scene. I guess you were discussing the works of Shakespeare's, right? That's right. That's exactly right. Romeo and Juliet. Who was the stronger? Strange question. I'm sure. Such stimulating subject. Shakespeare. The debate became very heated. As you slipped poison into Mr. Shakespeare's tea. Shit. I'm fine. Not at all. Team Juliet won. It was me. While I left his room, the flamboyant fellow was finding fits. I swear it. Get your go correctly. What do you mean? Tatsumi, you often say the same thing about yourself, I've noticed. You have a cursed existence. I'm sure I've mentioned this to you before, but I've been here in Great Britain for a year now, and that time I've learned that it's no place for me. It can be very trying to live in a foreign land and adapt to the ways of another culture. But foreigners everywhere look, they all stare at me, they all laugh. That's the impression I get whenever I go out. Makes me scared to leave my room. Which is why I've become a recluse. But even in my room, I find no respite from my tears. I've moved more times than I can remember, than 1 week ago. Moving to Briar Road. But why? I mean, why did you choose that place? It doesn't seem very comfortable. The windows, I guess. Ah. Okay, because the rent is cheap. That's a little money, it spoke to me. The rent? Obviously there's a reason why it's cheap. Because the room is cursed. How? Previous occupants, the man who lived there before I took the room, died there. Oh. He was only a young man, but one morning he was found dead and no one could explain why. I didn't win the letting agent commanded the place I wavered. Is it normal? I think it is. Okay, I was looking at my keyboard again. But I want books. Books cost money. Horrible history is a small price to pay. I realized it will mean I could buy more books. I signed the lease like lighting. Brave or blinkered. After I moved in, I soon came to realize what I'd done. I realized how horrible that room history really was. What's really so awful? What happened? First it was just a feeling. The feeling of beady eyes boring into my back, watching me. You think that might just have been your mind playing tricks on you? No, my mind doesn't know any tricks. It was someone else. It's been one long nightmare since I was given the keys to the place. A nightmare. You've been having bad dreams, you mean? Also, who've died in that room, leaned over me in my sleep and tried to strangle me. Oh. Now come to think of it, it happened again last night too. The very same night that Mr. Shakespeare was writing in agony from poison in his body. Was on the verge of suffocating suddenly by those miserable spirits in my room. You simply must move out of that room as soon as possible. I'm pretty sure that those are actual people. You're right, I know it, and that's why. I'm already searching for the next room with a history to call home. Perhaps you should try to avoid accommodations with any kind of history at all. Otherwise, it's good that you yourself may become history. Oh. Well, of course, Mr. Lord of the matter is worried about the curse in my room as well. Mr. Garradam. He knows that if people keep dying there, he'd never be able to rent it out again. True, for one. I for one wouldn't go near the place. It may explain why the landlord pays so much attention to gas lamps and his tenant's movements. He's worried about their well-being? He does seem to have an unusually keen interest in the amount of gas in the pipes. There must be a reason why he keeps such close tabs on the occupants of his let rooms. What do you mean he pays so much attention to gas lamps? Nothing to do with you. They're talking about me behind my back as well. What's important is that Mr. Shakespeare isn't in fact there at all. Once he's come around, it's able to tell us what happened. We'll be able to get you released. I hope you're right. Hello, Gregson. Couldn't help overhearing what you just said on that note. Some good news and some bad news. Which you want to hear first? Good. Bad. But hope is all you have, hold on to it. That's my guiding principle. Well, in that case, the good news it is, huh? Just a lot easier to explain everything that way. Would you ask me my preference then? As you might have heard, the victim, Mr. Shakespeare, was just unconscious. He's come around now. So it happened in all its terrifying glory. Still being treated by the doctors. We've managed to get a written statement from him already. Isn't that wonderful, Mr. Natsume? It's all over then. I can leave this summer cell. No, that's not on the cards. I guess he wrote something about it. Mr. Shakespeare has implicated someone as being responsible for what happened last night. I'm sorry to say I do, yes. He's pointing out the finger at you, Mr. Natsume. By sweet poison did he seek to end my life. That wicked skate thief, Suseki Natsume. So I'm afraid you'll be appearing in court as planned. We wanted to make the necessary preparations. Well, pretty obvious. And so, once again, Suseki-san found himself having to take the dock in the Old Bailey. Whether his room was haunted or whether he was just terribly unlucky. And he had no choice. Well, we know that he's fine in the end. We just saw him in the first episode of the second game, so real lucky. The following day I will represent him in court and do my utmost to break the curse that blinded him. Save. To be continued. Alright. Well, I nearly fell asleep, I could feel it. But I survived. Phew. Pretty good. Well, that's it for this game at least. Save here. It's not so late, but it's still a bit late, so I'm not really sure what to do. Yeah, let's do what I said. But anyway, first thing first, let's say goodbye to this first game. Oh, that's slow. Like that. Quicker. Quicker. No, like that. That's fine like this. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you. It's really cool. Have a good day, good night, good evening, good whatever. Good morning, even, maybe. Take care of yourself. Take care of others, maybe, if you want to. And for us, we'll see each other next time, maybe. If you're watching this as a video. If you want to see me play this game, I'll probably play it in the future. Maybe not next week, because I might be quite busy. So we'll see. Take care and see you. Bye, simply. At least for this first game.